Me at that exact moment. Like, you didn't need me at all today, except for when I go to stream. Sometimes this house frustrates me. What up, Lucy? What up, Zixo? What up, Slip? How you guys doing? Yeah, how you guys doing today? Kind of good. How about you? Doing great. I've been awake for a lot long today. What up, Mint? How you doing? What up, SpongeBob? How you doing? What up, Milo Jones? How you doing? Today we're doing Davey, and I'll do a little rough diagram of the Crucible that so many people want me to do. Happy Thursday. It's a Thursday. What's going on this Thursday? There's something special happening with you? I had a presentation today. I did well. That's good. I hated doing presentations when I was in school. Your drawing looks so good and awesome. Thanks. I made it now. That's cool. Bro, today has been peak. I found a duck in my aunt's pool. Went to a Demon Slayer cafe. And going to Knott's Berry Farm. That's cool. What up, random videos? How you doing? Big truck outside. You seem sleepy. Sleepy. Good. What about you? You're an awesome artist. Thanks. Like I said, I haven't been awake for all that long. Anyone got any questions about Davey? Unique hairstyle? Yeah. How do they play in the storyline? Well, they're part of the Ace here. They work with the main characters and stuff like that. They're part of the Ace here. They're a very gifted individual. He's a pureblood elf. For one, he is a pureblood elf. Super pure-blooded. So he'll live an extremely long life. Should have lived an extremely long life. Okay, go now. Bye. Sorry for not staying for long. It's fine. Also, what up, PJ? It's been a while. To Eden, which Eden are the bad guys, he's extremely dangerous. Love the way you shade. Thanks. The drawing looks really good. Thanks. I like Davey more than Hati. I subscribe to you. Thanks, Forest Green. Yeah, so for anyone wondering, by the way, Davey looks like a child, but due to being a elf, especially a pureblood elf, he's gonna look like this for a while. But he actually is, out of Odin's students, he is the oldest. In fact, he's even older than Balder, one of our main characters. He's older than Red, our other main character. Out of our two main characters, he's older than both of them. Most of them are early 18s, early 20s, you know, all that stuff. He's 38. For an elf, that's still really young, even though he has the knowledge of 38 years. He's really smart. Sorry, I have to go to school. That's all right. Have a fun day at school. Is he a tiny elf or human-sized? He'll grow to be human-sized. At the moment, though, he's like 3'5". He's like really short. He looks like a kid. Everyone makes fun of him for looking like a little baby. I like your glove. Thanks. Yeah. Davey is he's a simple character, but he's a good character. He has a lot of potential to when he's fully grown. And he'll live for a very long time. What up, Foxy Yellow? I think I remember you. Maybe. I don't know, probably not. I remember somebody named Foxy. I remember changing my username and profile. Oh. Yeah. I just remember somebody named Foxy, and he was kind of a jerk to other people in my lives. I just watched your Davey short video. Yeah, so there's the colored version. You get a little bit of information about Davey, but in that one. So drew him physically for today, cause why not? Looks great. Thanks. I was that Nezuko girl. I think that was me. I have to go soon. It's all right. Okay, so as a bit of a bonus for some of those people who keep asking, I'm going to do a rough diagram of the Crucible, because I get a lot of questions about it. So the Crucible split into two different things. The Crucible is the planet this all takes place on, Agony. So I'll do two separate diagrams. First diagram I'll do is Asgard, before it became the Crucible. He looks silly. So Asgard, well, it was a big planet. Asgard is a really big planet. So it's going to be really sizable here. Asgard. It's got a really hot area and a really cold area. So down here and up here. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. For some reason, somebody's calling me, even though I said I'd be streaming. It's not bad. It's pretty good food. Somebody made food, apparently. So, why not? It's not bad. It's actually pretty good. All right. So then Asgard has 5 suns that kind of go like this. Well, they're a little smaller than that. So 5 suns kind of orbit it like that. Anyway. Then there's Jotunheim up here. Jotunheim's really tiny. Put a J for Jotunheim. Jotunheim's got one tiny island on it that gets a lot of the sunlight, and it orbits, or it spins around itself. So the suns here, they spin around the planet, leaving the cold area really cool, but these suns, they spin in sync with each other, except for this one. This one just kind of spins in the air. This planet itself rotates. It spins in a circle. And then there's the there is the moon. We'll put M for the moon. There's Deimos, and Deimos is always on the sides of the sun. We'll split Deimos in half. We'll put a D for Deimos. One half of the world is always perpetually dark, and the other half of the world is perpetually light on Deimos. And then there is Helheim, which is always dark and cold. What up, Bob? So the astral diagram of Asgard. The Crucible is all those but bigger. They are magically fused together to make something that's way bigger. So you have the hot area. Crucible. You have the cold area. And you have all the areas of Deimos and Helheim and all that stuff. Helheim now surrounds the cold area. Deimos is now a plot of land. And there's a big ocean now where Jotunheim used to be. And there's a little tiny island where Jotunheim is. No, this is not Earth. And so you have one sun. And then there's one down here that orbits. And the sun's orbit around it by going rings around it. Actually, Deimos is a bit differently placed. Deimos was really split. So Deimos now rounds here. And there are 3 rings to the lower half now. Forgot how we split Deimos. Deimos now makes a dark ring around the Frost Mountains. The Frost Mountains are really dark. So then these suns spin around here, and I'll put S for sun. And they spin around in rings around the Crucible. That's how that works. I have to go now. Bye. All right, see you, Force Scream. That's a diagram of the Crucible, though. Anyway, back to Davey. So for anyone that has any questions, go ahead and ask. You Cookie play Minecraft? I do not. What does Davey do? You haven't really written for Davey in a while, so I kind of can't remember. Instead of just being a generic fighter, I believe he's really prevalent in a lot of weapons, and he can absorb and redistribute magic. Does he have any kids? No. Look at him. He basically is a kid. For an elf, he's really young. Oh boy. This stuff was really filling. Be right back, guys. I'm gonna go put this in the kitchen. Oh. Filled my bowl up a little bit too much. It's good, but I filled my bowl up too much. I don't know that. It's good, but Jesus Christ, it's full. I was doing myself sick. I kept eating it. I was like, cold, but it tastes really good. Alright, I'm back now. What up, Lula? How you doing? Oh, what you call it, her shirt and pants? Yeah. This is not his real look. This was like because this drawing actually, when I made the actual short, what was I eating? I was eating some mac and cheese. These are fat ass noodles though, let me tell you. But the short version of this, that drawing, I had that digital drawing done for so long, but I never colored it. But I didn't know what outfit to give him until like a few weeks ago. But I already had this mostly done. So he's got this look going on right now, but this is not his like actual look. He wears stuff a little bit different than this. Yeah. He doesn't wear a sweater or anything like that. He wears different clothing than this. I just didn't know what to give him at the time. When are you ending stream? Whenever I stop getting questions. Either when I hit an hour or when I stop getting questions, I end the stream. Are you sick? Kind of. I'm not like sick, but I am a little stuffy. I'm really tired is what I am. What up, Noah? I said I'd do this in the Discord for the live. I said I'd make a diorama. So for anyone that wants to tune in from the Discord, hopefully they see it. I'm sick. I got the flu. That sucks. Very sick. You guys are sick? That sucks. Yeah, it's flu season, so get your flu shots. I love Deltarune. Okay. I don't know where that came from. We weren't even talking about Deltarune. But what up, Ali? Or Aaliyah? I'm sick and I have a field day tomorrow. That's sad. Hi, I'm new here. What's up? It's Anemi or Amini. What's up? Oh, Bob the building. I asked a question on the server, by the way. All right, well, I'll take a look at it after stream. I will take a look at it after stream. I love your gloves. Yeah, I use this to draw and stuff like that to make sure I don't sweat on the paper. Does Davey like someone? Not anyone in particular, but he just likes ladies. He does have a bit of crush on somebody, but they kind of tell him he looks like a kid, and that they're not really interested in him because they have interest in somebody else, and it kind of hurts. It breaks his heart. What up, El Trevor? Yeah, a lot of people make fun of Davey because, well, look at him. Even though he's older than everyone else, everyone still treats him like he's the little one, or treats him like he's the youngest, and he's not the youngest. He gets really angry at the fact that people treat him that way, and he's just like, I'm older than all of you. He actually does look like a kid. Yeah, he's an elf. Typically, I mean, he'll look, older as he ages, but 38 years for a pureblood elf, It's not a long. Like, he'll live for a couple of 100 years. 38 is nothing. Dude, I'm older than my friends, but they're all taller than me. Yeah. That's how Davey feels. See, Davey is so short, and he's got such a baby face because, well, for an elf, he basically is a kid. But he's an adult. Like, if you look at it through a human lens, he is an adult, and then some. He is double the age of the average adult. By the time he's 50, he'll look like this still. He'll be a little taller, but he'll look like this still. He would live to be about, if he's a pureblood elf, he lives to be about 1,200 years old. Got to go buy balloons. All right, see ya, Bob. Thanks for tuning in. His personality, he's a happy little fella. He likes doing things. He gets cranky at people when they make fun of him. All right, see ya, Lula. WP Guard, thanks. Does he like to draw? He likes to do a lot of things. He likes gaming. He likes drawing. He doesn't really get to do either of those things very much because he's having to train a lot. I can do fan art of one of your characters? Sure, go look at my shorts. You can find all the colored versions there. But yeah, Davey, you know, he's a simple person. Train for what? Fighting to the death. Like I said, Davey is part of the Aesir, and the Aesir basically is at war with a lot of cults that want to do really bad things. The cults are crazy, especially Eden, the cult of Eden. The Eden cult is insane, and they will just kill people with no remorse. And he has to learn to fight those people, even at his small stature. Mind you, people of Eden are huge compared to him. Are you making a show? Yeah, I plan to make this into a show. Currently, we're just finishing up story bits and rewriting some stuff and getting rid of plot holes. As is one thing I hate more than anything is plot holes, especially plot holes that just seem so stupid and easy to fix. Like, I don't want this show to turn out like Seven Deadly Sins. That show's a mess. You'll get more subs if you make animations. I don't know how to make animations. It's a bit hard. Yeah, he's a little short, being at 3'5" and 38 years old for an elf. He's also kind of a dork, is how his friends would describe him. You have an app? No, I just have Sketchbook. Sorry, I left my phone died. Oh. Flip a clip is easy, they said. Yeah, I don't know. Animating, like, even making these on digital art takes a while. I don't know if I could do animation, 2D animation. That's why we're planning to do 3D animation for these characters. It's easy. It depends on what you're drawing. Yeah. A lot of my drawings get kind of complicated. And this is not Davey's typical outfit that he wears. This is just something I put him in because I didn't know what else to give him at the time of making the drawing. Because while the short is really new, the actual drawing of the short, or just the Davey draw in general, this was made months ago, and I never finished it. I hadn't drawn his head yet or anything, and I never finished it. And I only finished it yesterday. Do you have any actual human OCs? Yeah. If you've tuned into my other lives, you've seen the human OCs. There's plenty of humans. What a paternal. Man, I wish you could stay and watch. You don't have to. If you've got life, go take care of that. I'm redesigning a creature. That's okay. That's cool. Your creatures seem very interesting. They're very edgy. I'll say that. The ones you post in Discord. What up, Forest Green? I showed you that. Yeah, your creatures are a little edgy. I'll say that. It's like you're goth or something. Hope you all have a good stream. All right, I'll see you, Eternal. Any other questions about Davey? Is that an insult or compliment? Kind of both. I'm not trying to insult you, but I am saying that your drawings are just a little edgy, and I get a little chuckle every time I see them. So I would say take it as a compliment, because it's not a chuckle as I'm laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that sometimes your drawings just seem really edgy. Some of them are really cool. I will say some of them are like really cool. Some of them though just is like, man, this guy is definitely an edgelord. He reads a bunch of scary shit. He looks chill. What type of weapon does he use? Haven't really decided on that. Probably a short sword. So, but I'm not trying to insult you, Noah. I really do like your stuff. Who does he hate the most? Like, what do you mean hate? Like, out of his friends? Or, like, bad guy? Like, because he hates the bad guys for sure. Like, that's, like, an obvious. An off, thanks. All right. Who are his enemies? Eden, the Blood Cult, the Shadow Cult, the Madness Cult. A lot of cults. The government. Gang members. Agony's got a lot of antagonists. Yeah, him and the rest of the Aesir fight a lot of cults. He's really good friends with the main characters though as well. I mean, they grew up around him technically because, well, he's 38. He's way older than all of them. He was 18 when most of them were born. What up? I hate Twisted Scraps. It's been a while. What's been going on? How you doing? It's been some time. Looks like he's playing. He looks like he's a destroyer of universes. He's really not. I don't know where you got that. I've had a lot of homework the last few nights. Well, at least you're getting it done, right? When I met you, you were drawing white. Yeah, I remember I was drawing white. I remember familiar faces that pop up a lot. He looks like, I love how he's like 38, but he looks like he's 12. Yeah, he also kind of sounds like a kid, which is why everyone treats him like a baby. And he's like, I'm older than all of you. I could drink if I want to. Of course, so that's impossible for him to do because, well, the bartender thinks he's a kid. Everyone always mistakes him as a kid, and he gets so frustrated at it. About that, you haven't been getting your homework done at all, have you? God damn it. You should get your homework done. I'd actually start tweaking if that happened to me. Yeah. How does he sound when he's frustrated? Really squeaky. He's a little squeaky. He sounds like a really angry hamster then. Yeah, think of an angry hamster when he's mad. Which just makes everyone make fun of him a little more. But they do like him. He's their friend. You have any kid OCs? I mean, yeah, a lot of the OCs, you know, they were kids at some point. Most of my OCs I've seen from a child all the way up to an adult in the times of writing. You see them from kids to adults in the times of writing. That's how long agony is. Is he afraid of anything? He's afraid of a few things, but it's like typical. Is he scared of the dark? No. His eyes kind of glow in the dark. There's also a species of elves called dark elves. Hi, Ginger. How's your day? I'm doing great. How is your day? Is your day going well? I hope it is.
That's great. Is he a dark elf? No, he's a pure-blooded normal elf. There are regular elves and there are dark elves, which are like a subspecies that come from Helheim. And I made this diorama of... So we have Asgard here. This is where the normal elves are. They also live on Jotunheim up here. But Helheim is where dark elves come from, because there's no sunlight there and all that stuff. So, but he is a pure-blooded regular elf. I'm loving this character. So if I see his eyes, I would accidentally hit him, because I'd be genuinely defending myself if I see some eyes going... Well, like, his eyes are really big for his fucking face. Like, he's got really big eyes. Also, he's like really short. Good luck hitting him. He's like 3 feet. He's like 3.5 feet at most. He's like a kitten. Does he wear kid clothes because he has a kid body? I mean, look at him. He's short. Eventually, he'll be an adult when he's about 80 or 70. He'll be a true elf adult. He is an adult. He views himself as an adult. It's just that for an elf terms, instead of human terms, because he views himself in human terms, because a lot of species, when they mature, they're 18. He's not in elf terms. He has to be about 70 or 80 years old to be fully mature as an elf. He's only 38. What's your quick question? What's your question? Guess what? What? If you could have any animal, what would you get? A frog? I would love to get a frog. I got an A in all subjects, including the one I was failing last semester. That's pretty great. Congratulations. Congratulations, all. Yeah, I would love a frog. Frogs are scary. What do you mean? They're awesome. They have a defense mechanism where they just scream for no reason. And it's so funny. Like, why is that a frog? Like, yeah, why? Like, when I look at frogs, I have a pet frog. That's cute. Why do you, like, frogs, as a defense mechanism, developed a little scream that they do. It's kind of what they sound like. And it's like, why is that a defense mechanism? Why is screaming, a little cute scream, a defense mechanism? Tree frogs scare me. They're cute. His name was Buddy. I had a pet frog. I'll be getting a pet frog soon. They're slimy? No, they're not. Sometimes my frog jumps at me. Yeah? Anyway, any other questions about frogs are interesting creatures? Yes, they are. They are very interesting. Any other questions about Davey? They do need to be moist. I love frogs. Yeah, frogs are awesome. What happens if he loses a game? He rages a little bit. What if I steal his cheese? He doesn't like cheese. Has he ever been injured? Yeah, he's been injured before. Dude, he's fighting opponents that are like 3 times his size. Of course he's been injured before. Has he killed someone before? Yes. He didn't mean to, but they kind of forced his hand. They literally were either like, it's me or you, buddy. So he had to kill them. He was kind of left with no choice except for to die. So I did Frog while on vacation. I will never be the same again. Oh, that's so sad. I also have an OC that's very little bit in his 30s. Yeah, he's still kind of a kid, though. Even though he is an adult, technically. What shows did you watch as a kid? I didn't watch a lot of cartoons, actually. I was always just somebody... Like, as a little kid, I played my Wii a lot. And then I went to the Wii U, and then I got a PlayStation 3. I didn't watch a lot of shows because I was too busy playing games. One of the only shows I remember watching as a kid is Teen Titans Go, and I remember just not enjoying that show. What up, Erica? I got major heartburn. Holy shit. I watched Bubble Guppies as a kid. That's crazy. I don't like Bubble Guppies. I think Mr. Grouper is creepy. I do not remember I remember Dinosaur Train. That was awesome. Dinosaur Train was amazing. And Wild Kratts and all that stuff. Those guys were awesome. I like Teen Titans. I did not like Teen Titans Go. What does he think about Postal 1's loading screens? I don't know. Postal isn't a thing where he comes from. For some reason, I watched South Park. South Park is a can of worms that I don't want to get into. But I think it's funny. Dinosaur Train made me cry when I was little because the designs of the characters creep me out. What? Really? I mean, yeah, they were kind of fucking like scary looking. Like, they were terrifying. I will admit, I did get creeped out by a few times by their designs. Their eyes are just so bug-eyed. Remember Courage and Chowder? Yeah, I remember those. Those were some good cartoons. I did not watch Courage, by the way. I literally was, like, terrified of it. Return the slab. That episode actually legitimately scared me. But I always liked Courage. I did not like Thomas the Train. Why did you so voice high? Your voice so high? Courage is the best. Yeah, Courage is really great. All right. Do you have an OC that you hate / dislike? No, I like my OCs, even the bad guys. Like, I like them. I dislike some of the designs I have for them. So I changed them, but, like, I don't hate any of them. George the monkey. Dude, George Curious George never made any sense to me. You tell me this guy owns a chimp when chimps are like they're mean, dude. They can get real mean. I did not watch Transformers Prime. I only watched the Michael Bay movies and I regretted it. Well, actually, I watched the original cartoon. I thought he was a monkey. No, he's not a monkey. I got to go eat beer. All right, I'm probably gonna end stream soon. Yeah, Thomas always creeped me out too. All right, any last minute questions about Davey before I wrap up stream? As much as I like talking about old cartoons with you guys, I do got things I really want to do today. Real questions, by the way. I like monkeys. But I gotta go now. Bye. Alright, see you, Zeno. Or Zixo. Okay. I'm gonna end stream then. What do you want to do later? I may play some Diablo. I've been playing Diablo on my own a little bit. And I really want to beat it today. But I also may stream Diablo today. Does he have parents currently? I'm not sure of that, actually. That's a question I'm not sure of. Currently, we're still writing for him. Writing some new story for him, so I'm not sure yet. Any more streams? I got here a little late. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I only did one stream yesterday, and I just kind of need a break. I've been feeling really exhausted lately. All the streaming is starting to get to me a little bit, so I think I'm just going to do one stream a day for a bit and try not to feel exhausted anymore. Is he the newest character? No, he's not. He's actually quite an old character. It's just that we haven't written for him a lot in a few months. But no, he's like one of our first characters. We just haven't written that much for him. Believe it or not, back like 7 years ago, Davey used to be a robot. That's how old this character is. 7 years ago, he used to be a robot. Not anymore. We changed that. So he's an elf now. Your streams are entertaining. It's always random. Yeah. Robot is crazy. Yeah. Do you have a favorite food? Mac and cheese, I guess. You have any concept art? Robot Davey? No. None that survived over the years. None that has survived over the years. A lot of my concept art has been destroyed. Not by me, just time and age and the paper quality. A lot of things, a lot of that paper has not aged very well and is very brittle and stuff. So, no. Yeah, if I had some concept art, I would love to show you guys. I'm gonna curse you all, Robot Davey. That's crazy. Real question, what's your favorite food? I already said mac and cheese. Cheeses. See you after work. Bye. I see Red Sentinel. I'm gonna end stream probably. All right, is that all the questions? I'm going to assume yes. All right, guys. I'm stretching a little bit. Oh, man. Super tired. All right, yeah, you finish your homework, and I'll be seeing you guys. So, if I stream again later today, then I do it. If I don't, then I don't. I am really exhausted, though, so please forgive me if I don't stream again today. Anyway, yeah, see you guys. Bye.